They're counting on you never noticing this. The moment you enter an airport, sitting at the gate, walking past shops, even plugging your phone into a charging station, you stop being just a traveler. You become data. Nothing you see is accidental. The lighting, the carpets, the long winding walkways, even where you're forced to wait, are carefully designed to exploit fatigue, confusion, and stress, especially in older travelers. And in 2026, these tactics are more precise than ever. Today, I'm exposing 12 secrets the travel industry doesn't want senior travelers to understand. How these environments quietly influence your spending, your decisions, and your comfort, all while hiding the truth in plain sight. Stay with me, because once you see what's really happening, you'll never walk through an airport the same way again. 12. The Relaxation Trap. Have you ever noticed how the area near your boarding gate feels different from the rest of the terminal? The lighting is dimmed, the ceilings are lower, and the floors are covered in unusually plush, expensive carpeting. Most people think this is for their comfort. It's not. It is a calculated psychological anchor. Airport planners discovered that when passengers are forced into a relaxed state, their impulse control weakens and they spend nearly 10% more in duty-free stores. For seniors, this manipulation hits harder because travel fatigue naturally lowers your mental defenses. That cozy seating area isn't designed for your rest. It's engineered to make your credit card feel lighter in your pocket. Before you sink into those chairs, make a mental list of what you actually need. That just looking around habit is exactly what they are counting on to fund their expansion. 11. The Golden Walk Scam. You aren't navigating a poorly planned building. You are being herded through what insiders call the Golden Walk. Notice how you never seem to walk in a straight line from security to your gate? Every twist, every unnecessary detour, and every zigzag is a deliberate retail strategy. By forcing you past the maximum number of storefronts, airports generate billions in revenue from exhausted travelers. For a senior with aching knees, these extra steps aren't just an inconvenience, they are a physical tax designed by retail psychologists. Study your airport's terminal map before you arrive. Most major hubs have shorter employee corridors or bypass lanes that you can access simply by politely asking the ground crew for the most direct path. Don't let them dictate your footsteps. 10. The Automated Labyrinth. Once your suitcase vanishes behind the check-in counter, it enters a completely automated world where human oversight is a relic of the past. In 2026, the machines run everything, and they don't have feelings. If an old baggage sticker from your last vacation still clings to your handle, it acts as a data ghost. A scanner might pick up the wrong barcode, and suddenly your life-saving medication is on a flight to Tokyo while you're headed to Tampa. This isn't just a mistake. It's a failure of a system that prioritizes speed over accuracy. Always photograph your luggage before you hand it over. Even better, hide a GPS tracker deep inside. I've seen countless travelers use their own phones to force airlines to find bags that the airline claimed didn't exist. 9. The Altitude Nutrition Mystery. Airlines plan their menus up to a year in advance, and every ingredient is a cost-cutting battleground. One major carrier famously saved $40,000 a year just by removing a single olive from each salad. But here is the real trap. Your taste perception plummets by 30% at cruising altitude. To compensate for the blandness, airlines load their meals with excessive sodium and sugar. For a senior traveler, this creates a genuine health risk. Extra salt triggers swelling, severe dehydration, and dangerous blood pressure spikes during a 10-hour flight. Don't rely on their processed survival kits. Pack your own low-sodium snacks like unsalted almonds or homemade trail mix. Control your intake because the airline only cares about the bottom line, not your blood pressure. 8. The Chemical Hand Swab. TSA agents rarely explain what's actually happening when they ask to wipe your hands with that small white cloth. It's not about hygiene. Those machines are hunting for trace chemicals associated with explosives. But here's the problem. Innocent residue from gardening fertilizer, certain hand lotions, or even striking a match can trigger a false positive. In the high-stress environment of a 2026 checkpoint, this can lead to an intrusive secondary screening that ruins your day. Wash your hands thoroughly before you enter the security line and skip the heavy lotions that morning. Don't give a machine a reason to flag you for a crime you didn't commit. 6. The Hidden Lounge Access. Airlines want you to believe that airport lounges are reserved for the elite and the million-mile flyers. They want you to stay in the noisy gate areas with rock-hard seating because it keeps you close to the shops. But in 2026, the lounge wall is crumbling. Many airports now sell day passes for less than the cost of a mediocre airport meal. Even more surprising, many credit cards, some with zero annual fees, unlock completely free access. Before your next trip, call your card issuer. You might already be entitled to a peaceful environment, complimentary coffee, and even a shower. Stop suffering in the terminal and start claiming the benefits you've already paid for through your interest rates and fees. 5. The Juicejacking Threat. Those public USB charging stations are a trap disguised as a convenience. Cyber criminals love them because they can hide malicious software inside the port itself. The second you connect your phone, your data, including banking apps and medical records, becomes vulnerable. This is called juicejacking. For a senior traveler, this is a massive security risk. Use only standard wall outlets with your own personal charger. If you must use a public USB port, protect yourself with a USB data blocker. It's a tiny adapter that blocks the data pins while allowing power to flow. In the digital age, a free charge is never truly free. 4. The schedule padding illusion. Have you ever landed 20 minutes early and felt a wave of relief, thinking the airline did a great job? You were being manipulated. Airlines intentionally pad their flight schedules, adding extra time to their estimates. If a flight takes 2 hours, they tell you it takes 2.5. This way, even if they are genuinely delayed, they still appear on time in their performance statistics. It's a trick to manipulate customer satisfaction metrics and avoid government fines for delays. For you, this means a punctual flight might actually be a slow one. Don't let their fake efficiency dictate your connecting flight choices. 3. The captive market markup. Once you pass security, your options vanish. You are in what economists call a captive market. This is why a simple bottle of water costs $6 and a sandwich is priced like a luxury steak. Airports know you are hungry, exhausted, and have nowhere else to go. For anyone on a fixed income, these markups are predatory. The strategy is simple. Pack a modest snack kit before you leave home. A granola bar or a homemade sandwich can save you $20 and spare you the aggravation of being overcharged for basic survival. 2. The ghost flight reality. Have you ever boarded a nearly empty aircraft and wondered why the airline is even bothering to fly it? These are ghost flights. Airlines operate them solely to retain their valuable takeoff and landing slots at major hubs. If they don't fly the route, they lose the slot. It's environmentally questionable and wasteful, but for you, it's an opportunity. Nearly empty flights mean more space, quieter cabins, and better service. If you find yourself on a ghost flight, use the extra space to your advantage. Move to a row where you can stretch out. The airline is flying for the slot. You might as well fly for the comfort. 1. Decoding the boarding pass. Your boarding pass is a personal navigation tool, yet most people only look at the seat number. The codes on that paper reveal the true nature of your trip. The 2-letter code identifies your carrier, but the single letter of your fare class, Y, J, or F, tells the crew exactly how much you paid and what level of service you are entitled to. In 2026, understanding these codes can help you manage tight connections and navigate the terminal faster. Seats near the front, typically rows 8 to 12, not only board faster, but deplane quicker. In a world of timed logistics, being in the right row is the difference between making your connection and being stranded at the gate. Flying in 2026 is a journey through a landscape of invisible influence. When you understand the architecture of manipulation, you stop being a victim of the airport and start being an operator of your own experience. You've earned the right to travel without being exploited. I want to hear your story. Which of these airport traps have you fallen for? Was it the $6 water or the long, winding walk through the duty-free maze? Drop a comment below. I read every single one, and your experience might save another traveler from the same fate. If these secrets change the way you view your next trip, hit that like button and subscribe to join our community of smart travelers. Our next video exposes the secret tricks airlines use to manipulate their frequent flyer programs. You won't want to miss it. Safe travels. Fly smarter, not harder.